Retain gang, what's poppin', man? So for today's video, I want to explain why you guys feel a certain way on retention. You might feel increased confidence, you might feel more motivated, and understand there's things going on with you spiritually inside that's making you feel this way. All right, so today we're gonna start with the root chakra. All right, if you guys want me to go into the rest of the chakras and how semen retention activates these things throughout the course of your journey, just let me know in the comment section. But today we're gonna start with the root chakra because this is the base. This is where all your energy starts. All right, before we get into it though, I wanna show my gratitude for everybody that's tapped into the channel right now. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and leave a comment, man, so you can get a proper welcome. If you're a veteran, keep on showing love. And if you wanna support the channel or support yourself, I have some courses available. I also have a Retain Gang community. I have a special offer going on right now, man. So guys, go ahead and claim your spot. There's a lot of perks to being a part of the community. We do live weekly calls. There's a lot of content, and the community is a great space for you to grow. All right, so I'll leave my links in my description and my pinned comments. But starting off with the root chakra. Okay, this is where all your energy starts. It starts at the base of your spine. Okay, so when we learn to plug up that major energy hub from releasing and relapsing all the time, you start to power up this root chakra. Okay, now the root chakra, think of it as, your body has organs, and the organs help our body function properly. You have a spiritual body outside of this physical body. That spiritual body has organs as well, but they're not physical. And this is what we call the chakras. The chakras are the organs to the spiritual body. Okay, you have 7 major ones. There's hundreds of them, but you have 7 major ones. So with the root chakra, this is associated with the color red. And even to understand this knowledge, you have to have an open mind. I know some people feel a type of way about chakras and they're this, they're that, but this is universal knowledge, right? You should never turn down knowledge itself. You feel what I'm saying? Our chakras also, they have their own personality, they have their own states of consciousness, and they store different emotions, okay? Think of them as cities, okay? Every state has major cities, and in those cities, there's a lot of energy, there's a lot of commotion, right? It's an energy hub. This is what you would call a chakra or a site or a city. We have the same thing energetically, spiritually in us. Okay, the root chakra is dealing with the spleen, the bladder, your adrenal glands, right? Your genitals. All of those organs are really close in proximity. So you have blood vessels and tissues and muscles and all those things are close together, which creates an energy hub, right? There's a lot of energy and resources flowing in that area. Okay, so it creates a focal point, just like a city. You have major roads that connect, you have a lot of commerce, you have a lot of resources going in and out, people, it's a lot of commotion, lights, it's an energy hub, okay? So when we think of it like this, by you being on retention, you are actually giving resources, giving power to that city, that site within you, all right? So the reason why you guys feel a certain way is because understand that the root chakra is dealing with security. It's dealing with survival. When you deplete yourself, this is why you feel low confidence. This is why you don't feel motivated. This is why you can't think clearly, because the emotions that deal with that specific aspect of yourself is in the root chakra. But you guys notice when you're on retention, after a few weeks, you start to feel confident, motivated, you're writing down goals, you think clearly, you feel like everything's gonna be okay. That's because you're activating that chakra now. It's lit up now, all right? So energetically, you are in this state of emotion and consciousness where everything's gonna be okay, you see? But when you were depleting yourself at first, you had no resources to even give power to that chakra point. And remember, if you can't activate the first one, the rest of them are going to be locked down as well. So it starts from the first. You can't get up to the crown or the throat or the third eye until you activate the first one. And this is why having sexual discipline and being on retention is very important for a man's spiritual journey. Not saying that women, don't have the same, but for a man specifically, because we actually have the ability to lose energy very easily, especially in 2024 with so much sexualization. It's a lot harder for men to hold on to that energy and power up. Okay? So you have to gain discipline. You have to be on retention in some way, shape, or form to even call yourself spiritual. That's a fact. This is why you might hear guys say, be about your money or be about your goals. Stop chasing women, right? Because a man that chases women, a man that can't have discipline over his sexual energy, you become weak. You weaken your masculine energetic field. All right, that's all that means. It's just about gaining discipline over this. Not saying that you can't have SEX or you can't be intimate with a woman, but there's proper ways of doing this. And we're gonna get into that in some other videos, but for this video, we're just talking about the root and how it's affecting you. Okay, so you guys, you might have more motivation. You feel like you got that energy to get into the gym, to accomplish your goals. All right, that's because you're stabilizing that first chakra. You have to build a strong base. You have to have a strong foundation first. Nothing works without a strong foundation. All right, you can build a whole building big as you want it, but if the foundation is weak, the building is gonna fall apart. Okay, so this is why this journey, we want to really capitalize on getting that root chakra sealed up. Okay, so that we can really utilize this energy for better things, to create our life, to make a better existence for us. You see, if you look at the root chakra, right, and it's the color red, look at everything that's associated with red, right? We associate the devil with red, right? We associate anything with red is really animalistic. You know what I'm saying? If you play certain video games or you watch certain movies, when they have like a red undertone or red lighting, it shows like something very chaotic or animalistic or berserk, right? And you go into berserk mode, the screen turns red, right? That's dealing with that root, which is the animalistic side. And when you don't learn to discipline your root chakra and activate it, that's how you're gonna operate, like an animal, like a feral beast. That's why you see a lot of guys out here, man, they can't think of nothing other than the cat, other than the cheeks. They live their life for it. They live their life for money. They live their life for material things. You see what I'm saying? Because it's overactive. We're gonna get into that too, underactive and overactive. Underactive chakra means you're not using it enough, okay? Which means that you're not transmuting that energy and bringing it up and allowing it to circulate around your body. A lot of you guys heard of the flat line. You feel sluggish, you feel tired, unmotivated. Even though you're on retention, you still feel these symptoms because your root chakra is underactive, meaning you're not using that energy. All right, cool, you built this energy up, you saved it up, but it's just sitting there now. It's weighing down on you. You have to circulate that energy throughout your body. Going to the gym, working out, being creative, okay? Things like that. Now, overactive is when you're using it too much. It's spinning too fast. It's too chaotic. And this is gonna bring you out of balance with yourself. All right, and guys who have an overactive, which is most guys, you're relapsing, releasing all the time, looking at the corn, chasing women, right? You pick up addictions because it's overactive. It's working too hard, too much. You're doing too much, right? Remember, your root is associated with your adrenal glands too. So seeking pleasure, and you let the pleasure overtake your discipline, you let it overtake your morals and principles. Okay, that's very dangerous. So as men, we gotta learn to control this quick because this is our downfall. This is why they said you don't wanna think with your head down there. Because when you start thinking with your head down there, it's all about desire. It's all about getting the cheeks. That's all they care about. Pleasure, right? Adrenaline, animalistic, feral. You see? But that's gonna put you in a bad situation, man. We all been there. I've been there too when I was younger, man, making bad decisions, being young and dumb, you know, but I learned my lessons the hard way. Chasing women, learned my lessons the hard way, right? It's not until you gain that discipline and learn how to retain your energy that you start to become a supreme being. You start to become a masculine version of yourself. You start to become the best version of yourself, right? That's why we do this journey, man. It's spiritual, you see? So you got to make sure these organs are functioning properly within your spiritual body. It's not just a physical thing, okay? So I want you guys to really do some research yourself on the chakras and what it really does for you, right? Because I think a lot of people skip out on the spiritual, energetic side of retention of a man, period, and just focus on physical, right? When it's deeper than that, it's bigger than that. You are a multidimensional being, so you have many sides to you. You have many versions to you, okay? So we want to make sure we gain discipline over that aspect of ourselves quick. Do it quick. Some ways that you can balance out your root chakra is wearing the color red, all right? Eating red foods is going to help stabilize it. You also can listen to some root chakra binary beats, right? That's going to help you balance that out and kind of keep it at a functioning, efficient state, okay? So it's not too open, but it's not too closed. It's just right. You have to actively practice these things, guys. This is what we call elevating spiritually, learning more about yourself and learning how to harness your power, harness your energy for your best interest. Okay? Learning never stops. Gaining knowledge never stops. Growing never stops. You can't get to one level and think you know it all. You always got to challenge your mind, challenge your way of thinking, challenge your way of life. Because there might be a better way. What's working for you now might not work for you 10 years from now. So you always have to have an open mind and have the ability to grow and change. That's what makes us perfect as humans, is we have the ability to change. Okay? Our imperfection makes us perfect because we can always grow and become better. Right? This is why y'all see me post a lot of Dragon Ball Z content all the time, because the Saiyans, that's what made them the perfect warrior race, because they always can get stronger. They always have the ability to be stronger and better and to challenge their limits, surpass their limits. That's why Beerus and Whis gravitated to them the most. That's why they saw the potential in them. Because they saw that these guys, man, they reach their limits every time they get into battle. They never stop. And we're the same way. We never stop. There's no ceiling to our potential. The only ceiling is what you put in your mind, what you put on yourself. Okay, so we gotta start off with balancing this root chakra first, guys, so that we can activate the rest. All right, so with that being said, I hope this video can resonate with you guys, man. You can take it and apply it to your life. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them below. All right, let me know if y'all want me to continue this series. And also, if you need to speak with me, I do one-on-one consultations. So I'll leave my link in my description and in my pinned comments. With that being said, man, y'all have a beautiful day, and I'm out. Peace.